My name is Caroline, this is Globanitter. Welcome back to my channel. And I know many of you are wondering if I did get the package while I was sleeping during my nap before the flight in Singapore. And before that, I want to show you something else I didn't show you before, that you've been waiting for a long time, is the Camille dress and how I wore it to go to my husband's party. So I finally get to show you my dress. I think it was worth the wait. I can wear it like this, or I can wear it like this. Started to rain. The neighbors are mowing their lawn. And every time I went to the toilet during that party, I changed my dress from the other way. So it was fun. It was a fun thing to do. I'm going to go back in because it started to rain. So I hope you enjoyed the dress. Before we get going, and I tell you about the package in Singapore, this is my dog Jack. He wanted to be in the picture. And this is Lola, who's we adopted from the street in Valle de Bravo to keep company to Jack. And of course now we have 2 more dogs, but that's another story. So Singapore and the package I ordered. So I woke up from my nap at the wake-up call and got dressed, looked at the flight plan. I went downstairs and I asked them, did you receive the package? It showed on the app that it was going to be delivered today. And they had to talk amongst each other, and they said no. They said no package. And then one concierge told me, the reason why the package was not delivered on the 5th of May, why we rejected it, probably is because the hotel policy is that we only accept packages within 2 days of your arrival. The thing is, I emailed the hotel before I ordered the package to make sure that there would be no issue, and the hotel never mentioned anything about 2 days. My issue is to leave enough time so that the package has time to arrive. And I thought that being Singapore, such a small island, and for sure there would be no issue. I ordered on the 23rd of April. She sent it on the 30th or 31st of April. Janvier, février, mars, avril. 30th of April. So she sent it on the 30th of April, and it went out for delivery on the 5th of May. And I arrived on the 10th in the evening, or 11th early morning. It wasn't there. So I told the concierge from the hotel, please, if you receive the package, just send it back to the sender. I don't want to deal with it. I emailed Lois, the owner and of the small business, of the local yarn dyeing, and she said, no, I'm happy to reimburse you. I reimburse you of the wool once I receive it, but I cannot give you the money back for the delivery, no problem. So I thought I just left it out of my mind. Really, I've got other things to worry about in my life. And last night, as it happened, Lois emailed me and said, Caroline, can you confirm you or one of your colleagues got the package? And I said, well, I thought it had been sent back to you. That's what I told the hotel. I went onto the shop app and it says, return back to sender. And she tells me, it shows on the system that on the 19th of May, it was delivered to the hotel. I don't know what to think. The company she uses is called Ninja something. And I've seen bad reviews. Of course, when I was doing some research into, how to contact them, I don't have a Singapore phone number, so I cannot contact them. And now Skype doesn't exist anymore. It's another issue. So it's impossible to contact them. The concierge was trying to call them. They never answer. I would consider, if I was her, changing delivery companies for Singapore. Because a few days ago on Friday, I went to my knitting with my friends in Mexico City, and one of my friend's sister was there, and she was saying, yes, Knit Two Together, the online store in Mexico, and I interviewed her a few months ago when she opened her business. It's such a good service because she said she was at home in Mexico and her family went away for a few days and she was left at home and it was her birthday, like soon before, soon after. I don't think they left her alone for her birthday. But anyway, she decided to treat herself and order some yarn from Knit Two Together. And she said, oh my God, it was such a nice service. She replied to me straight away saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm away for the week, I'm on holidays. As soon as I come back, I've reserved you the yarn. I send it to you. She got back from holidays. The next day, she sent a package. She sent a WhatsApp message to say, I've just sent your package. It was received the following day. One day from Mexico City to Mexico City. I never thought I would say that Mexico City is better than Singapore for delivering packages. But here we are, 2026. It can always surprise us. So, I stopped having packages delivered in the hotels after the pandemic because I realized it wasn't working. It used to be zero issue. I don't know what happened. The first time I got a package delivered, I had a Paris flight on my roster and I wanted to have some French stuff delivered to the hotel. And I emailed the hotel. I always email them to see if I could have a package delivered, and they said yes. And my flight changed. It happens. So I asked one of my colleagues to go and get the package. And I remember I was in Vienna and it was a surreal conversation. So my colleague calls me and says, can you speak to them in French? So I speak to them and they say, the hotel changed. I said, what do you mean the hotel changed? I emailed the hotel 3 weeks ago. They never told me anything. And I said, they said, it's a name change. Oh, okay, so if it's a name change, the address is the same. No, it's a different address. I said, how can it be a different address if it's the same hotel with a different name? I mean, I don't understand. And they lost 2 packages like this. So after that, I decided never, ever again to order packages to the hotel because it's become too stressful. And but I thought Singapore is supposed to be so efficient, so modern, so everything. I'm so disappointed, to tell you the truth. I cannot believe that it takes 1 day in Mexico and it takes 5 days in Singapore, maybe. And also the 2 days policy, sorry, but it's BS because if they delivered it after I was gone, 9 days after I was gone, why did they accept it if they did? I mean, I don't know what happened. The good thing is my husband has a layover in Singapore in a few days. Tomorrow we go back to work and he's going to ask them. So I will keep you updated. It's absolutely crazy. In other news, I've been home for 12 days. The first weekend I was there, it was my husband's birthday party where I got to wear the dress. It was fun. And last weekend, a few days ago, we went to Houston for 24 hours. So next week, I will show you the amazing yarn shop I found near Houston. Really, I'm disappointed I couldn't spend more time at the yarn store and around. So you have to wait until next week to see it. I'm going to show you what I've been knitting, this sleeve. So I'm knitting the Starting Point shawl by Joji Locatelli, or Rory Locatelli. And I've just started, and it's kind of cal with the yarn store in Las Vegas. I don't know if you see well. Let me show you. And the yarn, I got it in Las Vegas last time I was there. So I'm happy, but it's easy, but you still have to focus. I've already had to frog once because on this, the brown part, because you have knit together yarn over. I missed the last yarn over before the edge. So, but it's a good exercise for my brain to focus. The other thing I've been working on is with my Farfalla yarn that I bought in Farfalla, that I bought in Madrid, and it's from Katia Yarn. And if you remember, I bought it because, let me get the bag with me. There are some sparkly little things. And it's a bottom-up sweater. It's a Withia, Whitea, or something like this. I will put the name in the description and below. And it's, look, it's so beautiful with the sparkly things, little things. I love it. So that's what, and it's taking a while because it's 3mm needle. And this morning, better late than never, I went to Katia Yarn in Metepec, where my local yarn store, and I bought this yarn. It's the vegan bag, and it's, let me tell you, it's vegan yarn. 70% viscose and 30%, let me see in English, other vegetable textile fiber. So it's supposed to be vegan. And they had a bag made already in the shop, and that's how I fell in love with. I will show you. And something else. And this yarn, I saw it in Madrid also when I went a few weeks ago. It's fair cotton arlecchino, and it's multicolor. I think it's beautiful for summer. And I am planning to make a crochet cardigan with it. So that's what I have. That's what I've bought. And I've asked them because next month is going to be Knit in Public. And for the first time in many years, I'm going to be in Mexico. So I told them I want to attend, and they said, okay, we'll send you a text message to tell you what we're organizing. So that's what's coming up for me next month. Tomorrow I go back to work. My first layover is New York City. My second layover is Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam. And my third layover is a layover I requested, and it's Boston. So I'm very happy. After that, we go home. We go home a bit earlier than usual because it is the World Cup in Mexico, amongst other countries. And my husband, we cannot talk about it, but we still talk about it. He bought a ticket for the first match. It's Mexico against South Africa. And it's a friend of his that if bought tickets, he sells tickets, that's his job. He's bought tickets from him before and there was no issue. And it's, I think 14 days to the opening of the World Cup and to the opening match. It's the opening match he's going to. And there's still no ticket. And it costed a lot of money. So I'm just glad that I didn't go and his son didn't go because he asked us, do you guys want to come with me? And I was, no, I cannot face the crowd. And it's the day we come back and he goes straight. He arrives, he catches a taxi to go to the stadium and I go home. So it's really, I love you, but no. I prefer to go straight home and rest and knit. So that's what's happening next month. So there's more drama to follow. Will my husband get his ticket on time? Or his ticket is not, I think it's a digital ticket. It doesn't have to be on time. It just needs to arrive. So will my husband get his ticket or not? We shall see. Poor him. Really, I feel bad for him, but at the same time, it's kind of funny. So that's it. Thanks for watching. And now the dogs are asleep. I hope it's not too boring what I'm talking about, but maybe it is. Next week, you can look forward to a beautiful yarn store in an even more beautiful little town near Houston. I'm sure you will love it. And until then, happy knitting. Bisous, bisous. Mwah.